Welcome to Kieu Dung's channel. If this is your first time here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, so you'll never miss our heartfelt journeys of love, hope, and perseverance. Today, we'll follow Sung Luyen and her little daughter Kieu Dung on a simple yet touching day in the mountains. Early in the morning, they prepare to climb the hill to harvest bananas and papayas, fresh fruits they will later sell at the market, hoping to earn enough for little Kieu Dung's school fees. Before heading to the mountain, Sung Luyen takes her daughter to school. On the way, they stop by a small roadside shop to buy a few boxes of fresh milk. Sitting together by the roadside, mother and daughter share their milk, smiling at each other, the child's laughter pure and bright, the mother's eyes filled with gentle strength and love. It's a simple moment, yet it carries a deep message of love, sacrifice, and hope for a brighter tomorrow. Stay with us and feel the warmth of this beautiful story. Hand in hand, mother and daughter walk along the narrow village road toward the little school nestled between the hills. The morning sun gently touches their faces, and the sound of birds follows them all the way, a peaceful beginning to another day full of quiet determination. When they arrive, Sung Luyen lovingly helps her daughter adjust her small backpack and gently hands her over to the teacher's care. She reaches into her worn purse and gives the teacher a few bills, enough to cover her daughter's daily meals. It's not much, but it comes from a mother's endless love and sacrifice. As her daughter waves goodbye with a bright smile, Sung Luyen stands there for a moment, watching. There's pride in her eyes, and also a silent hope that one day her little girl will have an easier life than she did. Then she turns and begins her long walk back home. The mountain awaits, and so does the day's work. With quiet strength, she picks up her basket and machete, ready to harvest the bananas that will help keep her daughter's dream of education alive. After a long walk under the warm morning sun, Sung Luyen finally reaches her banana garden. Among the tall green leaves, she spots a large bunch of bananas, perfectly ripe and ready to harvest. She takes a small knife from her bamboo basket, her hands steady from years of hard work. With careful movements, she cuts into the banana stem, guiding it slowly so the heavy bunch won't bruise as it falls. The tree bends and gently sinks to the ground, rustling softly in the breeze. Sung Luyen then trims away the uneven or damaged bananas, her eyes focused, her motions calm and practiced, every step filled with patience, love, and quiet pride. Carefully, Sung Luyen lifts the heavy bunch of bananas and places it into her bamboo basket. She then cuts away the fallen trunk that blocks her path, clearing the way with quiet determination. Placing the basket on her back, she begins the long walk down the mountain. After selling the bananas at the market, she earns only a small amount, just enough for daily needs, but still not enough to cover her little daughter's school fees. Yet, in her heart, there's no complaint, only hope, and a mother's unwavering love that keeps her moving forward. After a short rest, Sung Luyen continues her journey higher up the mountain. The path grows steeper, her footsteps slow but steady. Each breath is heavy, yet her determination shines through, the quiet strength of a mother who will do anything for her child. When she finally reaches the papaya garden, the sun is already high above the trees. She sets down her basket and looks around, Rows of tall papaya trees sway gently in the breeze, their golden fruit glistening under the sunlight. With a soft sigh of relief, she picks up a long bamboo pole and begins her careful work. Reaching up, she uses the pole to twist and pull down each ripe papaya, one by one. The fruits drop softly into the grass, their skin glowing in shades of yellow and green. Her movements are precise, patient, each action guided by years of experience and care. A few papayas are perfectly ripe, their sweet scent filling the air. Sung Luyen smiles faintly. She picks up one, wipes the dust away with her sleeve, and gently splits it open with her knife. The bright orange flesh gleams in the sunlight, tender, fresh, full of life. She takes a small bite. The sweetness spreads across her tongue, and for a moment she pauses, resting under the shade of the trees. The wind brushes through her hair, carrying with it the soft rustle of leaves and distant bird calls. It's a simple pause, a rare moment of peace in her long day of labor. This small fruit, shared between her strength and her hope, gives her enough energy to keep going, enough to keep believing that every effort, every step will one day bloom into a brighter future for her daughter.
With quiet gratitude, she gathers the ripe papayas into her basket, ready to carry them down the mountain. One more harvest, one more act of love. By noon, the sun burns bright overhead as Sung Luyen begins her slow walk down the mountain, carrying the heavy basket of papayas on her back. Her steps are tired, yet steady, each one echoing her quiet perseverance. When she finally reaches the small village market, the familiar place where she and her daughter often sell fruits, vegetables, and fish, she gently sets down her bamboo basket. Her back aches, but there's a faint smile on her face. Carefully, she spreads out a worn mat on the ground and starts placing each papaya on it, arranging them neatly, one by one. The fruits gleam softly in the sunlight, each one a piece of her hard work from the high mountain slopes. As the day grows hotter, Sung Luyen sits beside her small stall, wiping the sweat from her forehead. She looks at the bright yellow papayas and whispers of quiet hope that today she might sell them all and earn enough to bring her daughter one step closer to her dreams.
She doesn't have to wait long. Before she can even sit down to rest, a few kind villagers begin stopping by her small stall. One woman smiles, choosing 2 papayas for her family. A man comes next, buying 3 to sell again in the town. Each person takes a few. Some pay with small bills, others with coins, but every exchange carries kindness and warmth. Slowly, the pile of fruit grows smaller. The sunlight glows on the papayas, their golden color shining like little pieces of hope. Finally, the last customer arrives, a mother with a child just like her, and takes the final few papayas. Now only the empty mat remains, and Sung Luyen sits quietly, her hands resting on her knees. She opens her worn purse and counts the money she's earned. It's not a large amount, but enough to cover a few days of meals at school, maybe even a part of the tuition fee. A soft smile appears on her tired face, a smile filled with both exhaustion and joy. As the afternoon sun begins to fade, the market grows quieter. She looks around at the familiar stalls, at the people chatting, laughing, and packing up their goods. Her gaze lifts toward the mountain she climbed that morning, tall, green, and peaceful in the distance. It feels like the mountain is watching over her, sharing her strength and her hope. With slow, steady movements, Sung Luyen gathers her empty basket and ties it securely on her back once more. She takes a deep breath, whispering a quiet prayer of thanks for the day's harvest, for the kindness of strangers, and for the chance to keep her daughter's dream alive a little longer. Though her earnings are small, her heart feels full of love, purpose, and faith that tomorrow will be just a little bit brighter. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe, like, and share this video so we can continue to bring you more true stories of love, hope, and the simple beauty of everyday life. Thank you for being part of Kieu Dung's journey.